starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, Michigan authorities say at least 3 students have been killed, 8 others injured following a shooting at a high school north of Detroit today. The suspected shooter is in custody. The shooting happened just before 1 Eastern in Oxford High School. Police say the suspect, a 15-year-old sophomore at the school, was taken to custody within just 5 minutes. A handgun has also been recovered. Officials say all 3 people who died are believed to be students, though a teacher is among the 8 injured. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. Folks in and around Waukesha continue to pick up the pieces from a deadly parade incident earlier this month. A man running into a crowd. 6 people were killed. That number could have been higher if not for people like Officer Gary Wallace. Jessica Madikar reports.
Hi, Marisol. I'm Gary. It's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you. It was a reunion that Officer Gary Wallace was not expecting, but praying for.
I'm so glad that you're going to be okay. And
God bless you.
Thank you for everything.
Officer Wallace was at the parade with his family because his daughter was marching with the Girl Scouts. As soon as the SUV came speeding through the streets, he went straight into first responder mode, helping anyone that was hit.
I'm never going to forget what I saw. But when I got the link to the article, to the interview with Marisol, it took a lot of ache out of my heart because I knew at least one person that I tried to help was going to make it.
Officer Wallace and Marisol sat down as he explained the moments that unfolded when he found her lying on the ground. She believes she was hit by the speeding SUV.
We got you on a blanket, and we were able to lift you up safely and get you in the back of that police car.
He says it was difficult seeing Marisol's 10-year-old son, Adair, holding her crying.
That was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do was to pull her son off of her so we could get her out of there. That was just heart-wrenching, and to see them back together again, it did a lot to help me move on.
The family brought to tears as they got the chance to give their thanks.
I thought he was like a written guy. I didn't think he was an officer. I'm grateful for him because he helped my mom.
But it was what Marisol said to Officer Wallace while they were on their way to the hospital that touched him. Marisol wanted to know who was behind this senseless act of violence.
You asked why, and then you told me 3 times that you would pray for him and that you wanted him to know that you'll pray for him. You inspire me. I've got a lot of work to do to be the kind of person that I need to be for my kids, and I'm just going to try to catch up to you.
Through it all, she believes moving forward begins with forgiveness and grace, despite her injuries.
My body is hurt or painful, but my spirit is strong, and that's the most important.
All right, outside, Jeff, moving into December this week with some warmer temperatures.
Yeah, let's change gears here and talk weather. 30s out there today. We melted a little bit of snow earlier, but we could go for 40 tomorrow with some rain showers through the morning hours. Outside now, we have some cloud cover across our region, but there's a little something right over there. I know, it's like deja vu, right? This is moving our way for tonight into tomorrow morning. It'll likely bring us some light snow overnight tonight, maybe an inch by sunrise tomorrow morning, and then it'll mix with some drizzle as temperatures rise above freezing for tomorrow. We'll have highs near 40 tomorrow, also getting into Thursday, and then a big decline into Friday and Saturday. So Futurecast shows the light snow developing about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. This is not the big one. It'll be probably an inch or less of snowfall, but mixed with some drizzle around sunrise tomorrow morning before it gets out of here by about noon. And again, snowfall amounts look like this. We're talking an inch or less, most likely closer to a ½ inch across the area. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a couple of flurries out there with low temperatures down near 21. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
Thank you, Jeff. A fire crew had to rescue a woman from a house fire in Merrill early this morning. Merrill Fire Department officials say it started around 2:30 a.m. on East 2nd Street, saying they used a ground ladder to pull the woman from the 2nd floor. Fire officials say the blaze also spread to the apartment building next door, though it was eventually contained. No one was hurt, though a dog died. The exact cause of that fire is still under investigation. Merck's COVID-19 pill just got the green light from an FDA panel this afternoon. The agency's Antimicrobial Drugs Advisory Committee voted 13-10 in favor of the treatment. The CDC still has to weigh in. It'll be the first medication patients can take at home to relieve symptoms and reduce the risk of hospitalization and death from COVID-19. But final study results from Merck last Friday showed a much lower effectiveness, about 30%, down from 50% in initial trials. A similar rival Pfizer pill is also being studied. Meanwhile, scientists around the world are still looking to learn more about the new COVID-19 variant called Omicron. Yesterday, President Biden called it a cause for concern but not panic. NBC's Dr. John Torres tells us what we need to know about it so far.
A new, highly contagious variant, the Omicron variant, is now considered a very high global risk by the World Health Organization.
We shouldn't need another wake-up call. We should all be wide awake to the threat of this virus.
The variant, first reported to WHO on November 24th in South Africa, has now been found in Belgium, Botswana, Germany, Hong Kong, Israel, Italy, and the United Kingdom, with more countries reporting detection daily. The Omicron variant is already labeled a variant of concern, meaning it could be more transmissible and possibly more virulent.
When you look in South Africa, you were having a low level of infection, and then all of a sudden there was this big spike. And when the South Africans looked at it, they said, oh my goodness, this is a different virus than we've been dealing with.
Early research suggests this variant is highly contagious, with more than 30 mutations on the spike protein. And this is important because the spike protein is the part of the virus that binds to the human cell, causing infection. With more mutations on the spike protein, there is a higher likelihood of transmission and more ways for the new variant to possibly evade immunity. It's still too early to determine the severity of symptoms. The COVID response task team told the president it would take 2 weeks to have more information on this variant. But experts agree the vaccines still work.
When you get a level of protection with vaccine, and particularly now with the extraordinary increase in protection you get with the booster, even when you have variants of concern, you do well against them.
Because it is still so early, we can't determine if the variant is here in the United States yet, but given how transmissible the new variant is, it would not be surprising to see Omicron detected soon. The U.S. has already restricted travel from South Africa and 7 neighboring countries.
The issue of blocking travel from a given country is to just give us time to assess it better.
The one thing everyone can still do is get vaccinated. And if you're eligible for the booster, get that as well. That means 6 months or more from the second dose of an mRNA vaccine, either Pfizer or Moderna, and 2 months or more following the single dose of the J&J vaccine. And both the World Health Organization and CDC's guidance is to practice social distancing, hand washing, good ventilation with something as easy as opening up a window, and masking up.
It's Dr. John Torres reporting. Here in Wisconsin, the number of new COVID-19 cases each day had dropped off over the last few days, at least in part because people weren't getting tested as much over Thanksgiving. That changed today as the State Department of Health Services reports just shy of 5,000 new confirmed cases, raising our daily average for the last week to just over 2,700. DHS also reports we're averaging about 14 deaths per day over the last week. We have been holding between about 9 and 17 since early September. President Biden traveled to Minnesota today. The president visited Dakota County Technical College, the school offering programs geared towards teaching workers to build and maintain infrastructure projects, the kind of projects that will be supported by the recently passed infrastructure law. President Biden also plans to talk about how that infrastructure law will affect the lives of Americans and our economy. The League of Wisconsin Municipalities supports smaller cities and towns across the state. Directors on the board play an intermediary role between the capital and the different towns and cities. One of the newest appointees to that board is Stevens Point Mayor Mike Wiesa. Wiesa says his goal is to encourage state policy that returns power to local officials.
Oftentimes, the capital thinks that the municipalities are better off if we make one blanket policy for everybody, and that's just not true. All of our communities are pretty unique, and the league has been a driving force in requesting that local control back and the reestablishment of shared revenue.
WESA and the other 15 directors serve on that board through 2022. Still ahead, we'll look at a new record-setting fish in Minnesota and the man here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin tasked with recreating it. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Why choose People's State Bank?
It's just really refreshing to know we've got a hometown bank that is really in our corner and willing to walk with us, whatever we have to walk through. People's State Bank, you are one of our most cherished supporters in this endeavor. Without your support, we couldn't be who we are.
Make People's your choice. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Hi, this is Jenny, the manager of your local Big Deal store. Visit our store and save money while supporting local businesses. Go to anagobigdeals.com. That's anagobigdeals.com.
Get a sneak peek at the upcoming weather for the week with meteorologist Andrew Kiekefer on Newswatch 12 weekends at 10 p.m. Utilizing industry-leading technology, WJFW has you covered so you can stay on top of those ever-changing systems in the Northwoods.
Most of us briefly rose above freezing today for high temperatures, so we melted a little bit of snow, but there's a bit more snow on the way for us tonight, followed by 2 more systems on Friday and then again on Sunday. But highs today, 34 here in Rhinelander, 37 for Tomahawk, 42 for Point. So warmer air is kicking in. In fact, many of us could do 40 again tomorrow across the Northwoods, also into Thursday before a cold front comes through. Right now we're back below freezing, so whatever melted today is refreezing out there now, so slippery spots tonight are likely. Currently 29 in Rhinelander, all 30 for Anago. Still above freezing though for parts of central Wisconsin. Okay, so there is some heat to the west of us. Not really heat, but warmer, right? It's 50 in the Dakotas. That is not moving our way, but we're going to go for 40 tomorrow and maybe for Thursday before some changes roll our way. So 40 is the forecast high tomorrow, 37 for Thursday. Then a cold front comes through. Temperatures dropping kind of all day on Thursday. And then we're back below freezing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we have to kind of survive. The trails do. They've been in a good cycle, right? Really cold nights, some snow on top of that. They've kind of set the trails now. So we got to keep it from melting today and tomorrow. We should do that before some much colder temperatures settle in through much, if not all, of next week. So our snowpack will take a little bit of a hit tomorrow and on Thursday. Currently 4 inches here in Rhinelander, but just northwest of us, northeast of us, places like Conover, Land O'Lakes, all talking about Boulder Junction, all have 8 to 10 inches of snow on the ground right now, and we're going to add some more to that overnight tonight. Okay, so here's what that looks like in Eagle River. The plow guy was busy here yesterday, but now it's looking pretty good. We melted some snow today on the pavement, but the grassy surfaces still, of course, have lots of snowfall, and the radar shows a bit more cloud cover entering the picture currently, but Off to the north and west, there's our next system. And I know, it looks like deja vu just like yesterday, but this one is not as strong as the one that came through last night. So we're talking a little bit of snow, not really a travel disrupting snow around sunrise tomorrow morning. That will last through about noon, but this one's going to mix with some rain showers across the area as well. So here's the setup right now. High pressure well to our north. There's the low, and there's several of these coming our way. It's going to move down our way by tomorrow morning. Futurecast shows I'm going to stop this about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, showing a little bit of light snow, a little bit of freezing drizzle, a little bit of light rain, all kind of across our area. That moves out of here by 1 o'clock or so. It's gone. Just cloud cover throughout the afternoon. Then we'll get a nice day on Thursday into Friday, but here's Friday now. This is looking more and more energetic today. We could see a couple inches of snow on Friday. Then I'm going to run this through Sunday. Look what happens Sunday. Our next system gets in here. So we're very active weather pattern right now with some snow on the way, mixing with some rain across the area tomorrow. But the snowfall looks like this. So not a big one here. We're talking about an inch or less by early parts of tomorrow morning. Our forecast tonight then is cloudy skies out there, some light snow after midnight with low temperatures down near 21. For tomorrow, all right, some snow early, mixing with some drizzle and light rain in there as well. But high temperatures going for 40 tomorrow with a northwest breeze that could gust near 25. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that chance for rain and snow tomorrow, ending by noon. Quiet day Thursday, Friday light snow in the forecast again. Quiet Saturday followed by a heavier system getting in here on Sunday afternoon. Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. The Minnesota muskie record was broken last week, and the fisherman who caught it has chosen a place here in the Northwoods to get it recreated. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson shows us why.
It was a cold November night on Lake Mille Lacs in Minnesota. Nolan Sprengler was fishing with his friend. At around 9 p.m., he felt a tug on his line.
I could tell it was a nice one, but I didn't know if it was that nice.
After measuring and weighing the fish, Nolan found out the fish was the new Minnesota state muskie record. Nolan's fish was 55 pounds, 14.8 ounces, and 57.75 inches long. Nolan wanted memorabilia to remember his catch.
I knew I had to get this fish to Rick Lax. He's the best muskie taxidermist that's known in the muskie world, so I drove that fish a 5-hour drive out there and started that process.
We had a muskie here. It's a 51-inch muskie.
Owner of Lax Reproductions, Rick Lax, says when Nolan got there, he was impressed.
It was a very beautiful fish, big fish. We talked a little bit about how he caught it.
Rick took over the business in 2002.
It was always a family business. I was raised here, watched my dad do things through the years. I learned from the best. I learned from my father, and he set the standard in his years, and I'm just trying to carry the ball.
Lax says it's not uncommon to get fish from out of the state.
This is a 53.5-incher, and I believe a 12-year-old caught this.
Or even out of the country.
Well, it's more of a specialty business. There's only a handful of people that do what I do in the United States.
Rick enjoys his job, especially the hard parts.
I love the challenge of duplicating a fish that someone caught and released, and they gave me a picture, and they want me to replicate it on a plastic fiberglass mold.
Rick has already started the replication process of the fish. Rick replicates hundreds of fish every year, though none as big as this one. But Nolan can sit in glory knowing he holds the new state record.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy ever since.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Conover, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Well, from a big old fish to a talking Christmas tree. We'll look at the new unusual attraction in Canada after the break.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Prices good through December 5th. Power all of your devices with this 30-pack of double or AAA batteries. They're just $3.98 after rebate. A bath set is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. These Dove men's and Axe bath sets are just $7.97 each. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Now lease America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer, for just $389 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
There's going to be another sinkhole in Seattle.
If I don't get Isaiah to the light, my children will die.
It's time to light America's tree. Wednesday, start the holiday season with a star-studded musical celebration. Christmas in Rockefeller Center, live Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
It's the time of year when many people are preparing to go pick out a Christmas tree. And whether you prefer real or artificial, pine, spruce, or fir, chances are your tree doesn't talk. But one in Canada does. Jeannie Most gives us a listen.
It's a talking Christmas tree that's being talked about.
I'm so glad to be back home.
Talked about by everyone from little kids.
I never talked to one before.
To Jimmy Fallon.
Some people think it's cute, while others think it's a little creepy. Oh, now we know what the Christmas episode of Squid Game will look like.
After a 15-year hiatus, Woody the Talking Tree is back at the Micmac Mall in Nova Scotia, Canada, depicted as the nightmare before Christmas by one cartoonist. Kill it with fire, someone tweeted. Woody's very own Twitter account describes him as a chatty coniferous with a penchant for small talk in malls, but others see Woody as Tammy Faye reincarnated. There's something about kids talking to Woody reminiscent of Dorothy talking to the Wizard of Oz.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz.
Woody got a makeover from this to this after an absence of 15 years, the mall manager says.
Woody was in the North Pole.
Actually, the mall changed management. Now Woody is inspiring kitty sketches, embroidery, tree ornaments, even fingernail art. But if the eyes are the windows to this Christmas tree's soul, Woody has problems.
He's having a lazy eye.
So lazy it had to be propped open with a pole at one point. Best not to see the behind-the-scenes magic.
I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
Woody is the Wizard of Oz. Easy to needle. Jeannie Most, CNN, New York.
Marshfield Children's providers are experts in the care of rock stars, astronauts, inventors, and reinventors, acrobats, award-winning chefs, and social media stars. Kids are exceptional. We provide kid-worthy care for every kind of kid. Marshfield Children's.
What if, before you did a shower or bath project, you had a chance to ask an installer any question? Well, we have the questions here today, and we're joined by Corey Gottlieb, a certified installer with Jacuzzi, and he's also my son. Corey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dad.
Brady wants to know, what does it feel like to transform a customer's home?
Well, I really love what I do, and it really means a lot to see make the big difference in their lives. It's safer, it's really special.
Yeah, you show up at a lot of homes where people really need a bathroom model. Sometimes it's for beauty, but other times it's for safety. They have a tub that's hard to step over, and knowing that they can now take a shower safely is a big deal.
It's very important.
Samantha is asking, how long does an installation really take?
It can vary, but 99% of the time, by dinner, your shower is ready to go.
So you show up about what time in the morning?
About 7:30.
And by dinner time, they have
a brand new shower
that they love too. So Frank is asking, Frank says, I'm 6'3" and my shower head is way too low in my shower. I bet you see that a few times, don't you?
All the time. They say back in the day that people were shorter, and it's one of my biggest pet peeves is having to duck your head. I always like to raise that shower for wherever their height is.
So you can make that totally adjustable to fit the person?
Anywhere they like.
So as a follow-up to Frank's question, it's not just a shower head that can be raised. You have a lot of other options that you can give people, don't you?
That's right. An adjustable handheld or a wider range shower head.
So if people just want to sit underneath a beautiful range shower head and have a relaxing shower, they can get that?
Body sprays, we offer it all.
Yeah, so, I love the adjustable handhelds because people can then really put the shower height that they want and really have whether they want something that's invigorating in the morning or something super relaxing at night, it's adjustable and it's beautiful, isn't it?
That's right.
Thanks for joining us, Corey. Jacuzzi has some really exciting offers. Take a look.
Fall in love with your new bathroom. Call now to receive 50% off installation plus a free luxurious functional grab shelf. Call 1-800-Tunderland or visit Tunderland.com today.
If you noticed from our story about the muskie before, there's a lot of snow on the ground.
Lots of snow. Conover, Boulder Junction, Land O'Lakes, Phelps all have 8, 10, 12 inches of snow on the ground right now. And a little bit more coming tonight. We're in a very active weather pattern right now with these Clipper systems kind of moving through. The problem is this evening and tomorrow morning, we're going to get some rain showers in there. And we've been in a good cycle where the trails now are frozen with some snow on top. That's good for snow clubs, right? But we can't melt those things anytime soon. Hopefully we'll survive tonight and tomorrow and on Thursday with warmer temperatures on the way. Out there now, we're hanging out near 30. Whatever melted today is likely refreezing as we speak. Clouds are increasing, but our next system is over here to the west, northwest. I know this looks like we're in trouble, but it's not really a big system, but we could get an inch of snow tomorrow morning. We've certainly been through more snow than that. And then going forward, another round of snow on Friday, followed by what could be a pretty good system in here later on Sunday.
A lot of stuff to keep our eye on.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next.